Hey guys, I am going to re-merchandise our seasonal arbor here at Tonkadale. We use the seasonal arbor to showcase what our customers should be doing either inside or outside depending on the season. So we're in summer now, things are getting kind of hot and tired, so we move our plant displays outside. They really do better outside in the real sun. And in case you haven't heard, indoor plants are like kind of popular. So we're going to use our seasonal arbor to showcase what you can do with indoor plants. You could use them inside or outside all summer long. And we have some really awesome varieties to talk about, some new varieties. I'm going to kind of show you our game plan for when we put together a display. Usually the day before, our visual team will strip and clean the area that we're going to merchandise. So we did that yesterday, and then we have kind of the night to think about kind of what elements are going to be put together. We do know what merchandise is coming in and which plants are coming in, so we time these new displays when fresh product is coming in and is available. This is getting changed and tweaked almost on a weekly basis, but we do kind of a complete strip down and reset, I would say every 2 to 3 weeks, kind of depending on what's selling and what's new. Clean is probably tip number one. My vacuum is my right-hand tool. And then I also, a bucket, water, Simple Green, my favorite cleaning agent. So we vacuumed everything and scrubbed it down. We like to start nice and clean. You want to sketch out your display with your larger items so that they're kind of the bones of your display, what kind of hold it together, and they help your eye kind of travel through to the display. Right now we're using lightweight containers, so these can be used inside or outside. And the color palette is gray, black, and white, and we're going to add color with the plants. So in the summer, people like hot, bright colors, and even moving into fall, we're starting to think about what people can kind of use summer and transition into fall. I'm going to talk about the plants that I've chosen. So these are all new items that came in on Monday, and today is Thursday, so they're priced, received, watered, and ready to display. So we have the Monstera Deliciosa, super popular. We're able to mark these up, get a really good markup on these because they're really in short supply and people love them. This is a new ficus for us. It's Ficus altissima, and this is the first time we've had it, so it's pretty exciting. Ficus altissima, here it has like a little bit of a furrier leaf. I think it's kind of like a cross between to me, it looks like a cross between a rubber plant and a fiddly fig. So best of both worlds. I love bromeliads, so we're gonna do some colorful bromeliads to add punch of color and transition us. This is a new fern. It's called a dwarf tree fern. And then I got some, thinking ahead towards fall, I've got crotons ready to go. So we have two kinds. This is Mammy, and then your traditional Petra. So those are going to add color that will last us into fall. We have our big pots in place, so we're ready to start plugging in some plants and some of our smaller elements. I want to show you how we engineer these displays so that our customers can be successful and kind of what we would like them to be doing in their home with their plants, how to take care of them. So I have some supplies on hand. I use the clear deep saucers inside of all the containers so that when things are watered, it keeps those containers nice and fresh on the inside. And then also we don't have to worry about directly planting in these containers. It just gives you more flexibility as your plants grow to mix and match, so you don't have to be stuck in that pot forever. Then I use used clay pots as risers. So if we need to elevate something in a container, I have these clay pots as little elevators. And we just always have stacks and stacks of used pots on hand. All the product is new. So this is a new vendor for us. This is a pot we've sold successfully in our home decor area on a smaller scale, but we know that people love it. So we're going to present it kind of in a more massive way. The plants are new, so we're featuring plants that are brand new to Tonkadale, not brand new to the world. And you want to do a nice mix of elements, so like wood, cement, shiny, rough. I started using rugs or coverings up here on the top of the arbor too, just to kind of brings everything down so you're not getting lost up in the sky. But adding in that color is really fun too. And it kind of shows how you can do like the rug by the back door and then the container by it. I guess the bottom line too, it has to be shoppable. So you can't just make a really pretty display and have nothing to sell. So you have to have empty containers ready to go. You have to have plants that people can grab. We never put any plant material on the top shelf because if it gets watered, it kind of goes down and wrecks everything. So the top shelf is reserved for dry, clean pots. And I like to keep this area really simple and just line things up, kind of like a shelf. I make it symmetrical, so this side is either mirrors this side or is the same. So I have some shelves. People have shelves at home, so why not have shelves in a greenhouse? I don't really like things at an angle. It really takes up more space than you need to. So square things off, it's helpful. I do need to repaint these benches, and I'll do that before Mom's so that everything's fresh for fall and again for holiday. So you also can create different levels, high, low, and then using different interesting things as risers. So we have like cinder blocks and benches, vertical elements, birch. I don't know when the birch are gonna stop being popular, but apparently people still like them. Everything's sold separately, but they can buy the pot, the liner, the plant, or the whole thing. I think this ficus is gonna look awesome in these up and down pots, but I think it's gonna sink too deep, so we need to raise it up. So I can use one of these, perhaps. I try to make sure these are relatively clean too, because you don't want people picking up dirty spiderwebby pots. I kind of like doing a triangle. We'll need a bigger item for that container, so maybe we do one of our monsteras. I don't know, an unexpected element. Not too many choices. You really don't want to get things too busy, but I thought these would be kind of cute. Having an object tucked in. So the color on the bromeliad is really just a type of a leaf, and it colors up. Don't want water in there. It colors up, and then that'll last for a number of months and then go away. But you can still have it as a green plant. So this could, instead of saying plants do this, it could say indoor plants do this, or I think it's coming together. We need a few little things, and then I like to have things just loose available for sale. So I'll just plug that stuff in and then we're done. Well, I look at numbers. Listen to what people are asking for, and watch Instagram, watch the plant people on Instagram, and like lifestyle bloggers, home decor bloggers. If you open up any Pottery Barn, West Elm, Room and Board, any home furnishings catalog, it's full of plants. And they're getting into plants, they're getting into pots. So if we're not doing it, they're gonna do it. And we know how to, we as garden centers and plant people know how to take care of plants and know how to make our customers successful. So we need to show them how to do that. So that's the front of my display. I'm gonna repeat this exactly the same over here. And then I'm going to plug in the rest of the plants on the perimeter. I have some more containers to use. I'll probably also have, sometimes I put plants just in crates on the sides. And not in flats, but in wooden crates on the sides. People can just grab them. But it kind of levels it, elevates it more than just black flats on benches. So when our customers come in, they come in basically through here, and they want to see, we want them to see something kind of grand. This main aisle view is really pretty when this is all full of stuff. And so what we want to do is feature what's new and trending for our customers in this space. You also want to make sure, I guess, like back to the shoppability aspect, you want to make sure your customer can reach the product. You know what I mean? You want to make sure they can identify the prices fairly easy. It's harder when your prices are on your pots, but customers sort of know. If someone were to come and criticize this display, they might say there's like a need for signage or price representation. A few little table talkers or something that plants and pots priced separately, sold separately, or help yourself or shop our display. Little cues and things might help our customers move through the displays with a little bit more with ease. So maybe developing some of that in our downtime would be helpful. And then just kind of calling out what the benefits of plants are. These are great plants for low light, easy care plants. These plants clean the air especially well, that kind of thing.